you know. Well, good evening and welcome to the TDS Wrestling Show. My name is Sam Watts and I love the Attitude Era. And this guy right next to me, he loves the New Generation Era. And he's also the ultimate expert of that era. And every single In Your House pay-per-view, every Royal Rumble pay-per-view of that era.
Yeah. And all.
And in general, he's very good at everything wrestling related. He is also my brother from another mother.
Yeah.
Just want to point that out first. Yeah. And also, your name is Terry Bloody Johnson.
It was. Well, it still is.
It is, yeah. Was something changed this week? I've heard you got a new addition to your wardrobe department. Well, we're not allowed to talk about that. No. All right. Well, anyway, to my far right, to my far left, but your far right, I'll let you introduce yourself as you like to do every freaking week.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Hold on. Wait for it. Okay. Yeah, go on.
Well, my name is Darren Carpenter, but I go by DDC. Bang!
Hey!
And I know a lot of people said, why the fuck do you do that? Look up DDP. That's why I do that.
Bang! Yo, it's me. It's me. It's DDP.
That was my guy back in the day.
I'm literally the only one I think that prefers that theme.
I love all of his themes.
The WWE one.
I prefer it to his WCW theme.
I really enjoyed the Self High Five one.
It was good.
It ran its course.
Yeah.
It needed something fresh for WWE, and that's kind of what we got.
I enjoyed his WWE.
That's the only good thing I think come out of DDP and WWE was his theme song.
And European Championship.
Mate, deserves more than the European title, let's be honest. Especially at that stage of the game.
Yeah.
Little stalker boy.
Should have been a world champion.
What, Josh?
No.
Oh.
So,
So,
what's this episode on, Sam?
oh boy. We've gone back in time, haven't we? It feels like this week. It's never quite the same as it was 20 years ago.
No.
But we've had some competition.
Had some controversy.
Oh, we've had some controversy, all right, buddy. Let's try and get let's get some artwork up, shall we? Oh no, what's going on?
It's not Breakback Mountain, is it?
You what?
Don't worry.
Oh,
yeah.
Fucking hell. Here we go.
He's done it again.
I've done it again. What is get?
How many weeks?
There we go. See, right. I made something. That was my wife's feet.
So essentially, this show is about the Tuesday Night Wars. There we go. He's got it now.
Oh, look at that. Have you seen that, Terry?
I can see it, mate. I can see it. It's good.
Yeah, I'm not taking credit for the little, the little changes to this because we all know what it used to look like on the DVD cover.
Yeah,
that was a great DVD.
Yeah.
But anyway, whoever did this, I have no idea. Found it on Google. 10 out of 10. It looks fab. Oh man, like where the hell did we start on this one? It's oh, hold on. Let me just. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Do we start with the build-up?
Yeah.
What was said?
Let me just see it. We got no comments, so I just want to make sure we're trying to keep up to date with that.
Yeah.
But wait, what are you saying? What?
Should we start with the build-up to the shows and some of the controversy that came from that?
Yes, we should. Off you go.
Well, our good friend, little Tony Khan, he got a bit sensitive. He did.
He got a bit sensitive.
First of all, it started with NXT.
It's my birthday next Tuesday.
Well, yeah, he said it was his birthday next week, but that was kind of just a thing. And then NXT decided we're going to have 30 minutes commercial free. So what did Tony do? He was like, well, look at me. I'm going to have 30 minutes commercial free as well. And I'm going to have a pre-show with Eddie Kingston and whatnot in a title match.
Suzuki.
That's the one.
Yep.
And that was interesting. Then he started. Someone needs to take his phone away because he started saying stuff about bold assholes in reference to Triple H and Vince McMahon.
Now,
not Vince McMahon, Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Now, Was that a legit tweet or?
Oh yeah, that one was legit.
No, was it?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, Tony Khan.
He's yeah.
You can't go up against DX.
I can see it from one way, like he's trying to drum up support from his own fans, but another way, it just makes him look like a bit of a petty child.
It's starting to sound like that Josh bloke we know.
Oh yeah, him,
Yeah, you know, like a little bitch.
yeah.
It's starting to.
And then
yeah.
what
go
did
on.
we do then? We got into the shows.
Well, now this is it. This all kind of started last week. I mean, to be honest, NXT didn't have to do anything.
No.
All they did was, well, we're live every Tuesday on USA. Oh, AEW are live next week on TBS, but on a Tuesday. Looks like we're going head to head. We're going back in time. It's not the Monday Night Wars, but Tuesday Night Wars.
Would it not have been better for them to have
AEW?
not loaded their show with stars and still beat them?
That's a very good point.
Wouldn't that have been better? It'd be like,
Yeah.
because like if they ended up, I know they didn't in the end, spoiler alert, but if they ended up outdrawing them, AEW ended up outdrawing them with Cena, Undertaker, etc., they would have been so screwed.
They would have been, yeah.
But it was a risk, and it has paid off. But yeah, it would have been better surely if they just not put those stars on there, kept Baron Corbin, kept Becky Lynch because they were already part of it.
Yeah.
And beat them that way, and they'd be like, well, our third brand's now legitimately beat you. And you can't say anything about Cena or Taker or anything like that.
See, with the NXT side of things, your point's very valid. They could have not have put all the star power into it and seen how it actually delivered. If it had delivered and still had the rating gain and the viewership gain or whatever, it would have proved a point that they're just better than a developmental brand is doing better than a whole entire company.
Which it shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't be.
No.
But again, I think putting the star power in is obviously going to bring the viewership up. It didn't bring it up as much as everybody expected.
No, because NXT, the last, like I've been saying for a month,
Yeah.
they don't need the star power.
No, they don't.
Well, NXT last week, ratings from last week, still beat Dynamite's Title Tuesday. And that's without all the legends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still cleared over 800,000 whatever last week.
Yeah. And if
And that's-
Dynamite was on its normal night,
And that was basically just going off for Dominic Mysterio. So this is what I've read. Don't know if it's true, but apparently WWE. Actually, I read this a few months ago, so I will vouch for this.
Right. Okay.
WWE is trying to big up SmackDown, not Raw, but they're trying to make SmackDown and NXT more excitable because of the season premieres that's coming up.
So is it NXT that's having the season premiere
Both.
and SmackDown?
Yeah, and they're trying to make NXT after this
marketable.
month. They're trying to make NXT a legit third brand.
They're trying to sell it to networks as well,
So apparently,
along with Raw.
apparently they were saving the Undertaker stuff with Braun Breaker, which I kind of read about a while ago. The Cody Rhodes thing I knew was coming a while ago, but they were saving it for this episode because it's the last episode before the season. So, I mean, I get how it might look,
Right.
but at the same time, this has been in the works for a few months. And like I said to you the other day, like we're going more in depth, but why didn't they? If it was a WWE thing, like they're just using these big stars, why didn't they debut Edge on Collision or Rampage? Why would they have to leave his debut match to the night to go head to head with NXT?
Yeah. So really, Wrestle Dream and what was the NXT event that they did that was on the same night?
No Mercy. No, that was on the same night.
No Mercy. They were night after each other, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the same weekend as such.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, even NXT No Mercy had a higher buy rate than Wrestle Dream,
Mm.
which
Well, it would. It's on the network, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
but
not really a buy rate anymore.
no. But but if they were to go with the pay-per-view buys, if you go with the network as well,
don't know
it's
if we
still a hell of a huge difference.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we can tell on.
This is the thing. We've discussed this, haven't we? That
But AEW's had a lot of pay-per-views too close together, in my opinion.
I agree.
So it's going to saturate the market there.
It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
I think with AEW, they need to have their own network.
Well, there's talks,
There is.
but we'll see.
Let me just see if anyone's decided to say hello to the. Oh,
Oh, hello, boy.
gonna go watch your cowboy movies. Off you go, mate.
Yeah.
Well, I found this one as well. That's pretty cool. I like
Oh yeah.
that. Yeah. Now,
Do you think let's just use AEW for example on this because it's the mainstream brand. Do you feel like that show's perfect?
Hey.
Do you
AEW.
AEW Dynamite, not any other show, just Dynamite. Do you
what
think
this week?
No, just in general. Because I look at it like this, right? I found AEW really exciting during the pandemic era. And I feel like AEW at the moment, I feel like they got Dynamite, it's an established show, and it does pretty decent in figures. And I feel like they haven't just nailed that show 100%. So if it was me, I would work on that show. But since then, they released another 2 shows.
Yeah, he's
Can you
taken
remember,
on too much.
Can you remember? He's taken on too much. He can't even master one show. He was mastering Dynamite. Everyone will tell you that 2019, 2020, 21, Dynamite was red hot. It was fresh. Then he's like, oh, it's Rampage. Here's Collision. And now he's got so much going on, he can't focus on that one thing that made it. Do you know what a true fact was? Someone said the day WCW died was the day he started Thunder because he weren't ready for it.
I think Bischoff himself has said that.
You're right. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Nitro was killing it. As soon as he got Thunder, which I'm coming up to now in 98, start going downhill.
I was fine with Dynamite and Rampage, and then CM Punk forced Collision to be a thing.
We forced,
And
I,
now-
I think Rampage become a thing because they we got CM Punk. And then CM Punk kind of left Rampage, went to Collision.
But Rampage was only a 1-hour episode a week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They could get rid of Rampage now and just put Collision on Fridays, and everything's fine.
Yeah.
So really, at the moment, they're still trying to. AEW are delivering 5 hours of wrestling a week.
Yeah.
Plus a pay-per-view if they've got one.
Yeah.
That's 8 hours a week of just AEW.
But no, Dynamite isn't perfect.
But I feel like it could be.
AEW and their Dynamite show has got all the fucking tools to be incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Tony needs to step back a bit, actually give himself, pretend he sat around the table and stop, stop being a little bitch.
Literally,
and
that's
just get himself some guidance and dedicate some more roles to other people instead of having all that on himself. And then this is generally how I feel.
Yeah,
it's affecting the product. There's good moments and there's other moments. Like if we talk about this week, AEW show, you watched Dynamite first, didn't you?
Yeah.
Over NXT.
So did I.
I did it the other way around.
Did you?
I did. But I thought every match that they put on AEW, the match quality, I couldn't fault any of it. I thought all really, really good match quality. And I've been very vocal and forward about how I feel about AEW's match quality. It was good. That Brian Danielson and Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, that was match of the night for me.
Fucking brilliant.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's not amazing, but like it was really good. And it had me hooked on the show straight away from the off.
Yeah. Great match. Powerhouse Hobbs and Jericho. Pretty good.
That was good just because of how it went. I don't know how in detail you're going to go to things, but
I won't go into huge detail, but it's the bits in between is where I'm going to probably criticize things because
yeah.
But like even your best mate, you know, Orange Cassidy
Oh fuck!
Oh no, see now, Terry, this is one
and Ray
I
Phoenix.
wanted to know what you thought of this match, because obviously we had that conversation the day before about how
Yeah,
he should be serious in his matches and the gimmick's fine outside the matches,
yeah.
and he pretty much just did that.
For those of you watching,
There was no silly kicks. There was none of
No.
that.
Terry
It was
and
to the
Terry
point.
and Orange Cassidy do not get along.
I did like the sign in the match. No more Canadian destroyers.
Yeah,
I did, yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
I like that.
one Canadian destroyer per show at worst, please.
Do you know? Yeah, the RKO is getting overused as well now. It's starting to be shit.
Diamond cutter.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, yeah, shitty that Moxley couldn't do the match because that was the one that was promoted.
What's actually wrong with John
he's,
Moxley?
He's still got concussion problems from the other week,
Really?
apparently. So he
Okay.
wasn't cleared. But I will say another thing I liked about the Dynamite booking was there was a story. As in the
Yeah.
Swerve Strickland match,
Yeah.
there was a story because Hangman comes out, distracts or stops him from using the weapon.
Mhm.
Therefore, obviously, oh my god, it's blanked in my head who was fighting now. Danielson won the match because kind of the interference of Hangman. Then later you have Jay White and Hangman, and then Jay White wins because of Swerve,
Yeah.
and it's good. That's storylines through the show, good booking. I like that. That's a good point.
This is the thing. It is a great point. But why haven't we had this every week on Dynamite, where it's been like the backstory?
That's the thing. When you're up against Summit,
yeah,
you want to put on your best.
But this is a prime example of what I'm trying to say is they've got the fucking tools. Use them.
Yeah.
You know.
And honestly,
and that's what bugs me, and I know it bugs you.
This is my biggest criticism of the
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
Because I will, as of probably the next 2 weeks, is different. I will always make allowances for NXT. NXT.
Yeah.
Never Raw, never SmackDown. No allowances for them because that's their main product.
Mm.
Yeah.
NXT, I give a bit of allowance to.
Because they're developing.
Dynamite, no allowance. And all I want from Dynamite is, I said, make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make
I only
matches.
give a little bit of allowance to Dynamite just because they're a younger company. That's all I say.
They're a younger company, but the rest is in there.
And Tony Khan hasn't been in
But
charge.
well, this is why he's hiring people like Regal, Jerry
know.
Lynn. They're meant to be there to guide him. He's
Yeah.
not listening.
They got Dean Malenko for Christ's sake.
Yeah. They got honestly like
Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson's great mind in the wrestling business.
God, there's several of them.
And William Regal said like he just doesn't want to listen.
Well, hopefully he's learning from his mistakes now.
He really does.
Again, so the rest of Dynamite, I mean, we got AEW Women's Champ. Well, yeah, International Championship, Orange Cassidy and Ray Phoenix. I thought that was actually quite good. It was okay.
And it was what it needed to be. They didn't mess about. It wasn't a very long match.
No, it didn't need to
Made
be.
Orange Cassidy look strong. And he didn't mess about and do his silly gimmick in the match like he needed to.
And
It
then
was a serious match.
the one that I was shocked about and I wasn't quite happy with the outcome was
Shida?
who?
Hikaru Shida.
Yeah,
Remember?
her
You can't say
and
her name.
Saraya for the Women's Championship.
Yeah, I didn't think that needed to happen.
That did not need to happen.
That felt like hot shotting,
Yeah,
trying to get views.
they done what they had to do. Make her win the title in England.
yeah.
But I think that Tony Storm should have been the one to get it back
Yeah,
with what's going on.
yeah. I think Tony Storm's on fire. I think
But
she's
then
fucking great.
does she, if she gets the title, does that kind of put her back into a normal personality? Or does she continue being timeless? And
Yeah.
what did you think of the whole,
Go on.
is that one of your negatives?
Which one?
The silent movie?
I fucking hate it.
Yeah?
I hated it.
I liked it.
Absolutely hated it. And I'm gonna be honest, like no.
I liked it, but it was too small on the
You
screen.
know what? I'd rather Tony Storm just be a legit badass. I
don't know.
It's not for me, man. It's not for me. I don't like
It's fair enough. It's not for you.
I didn't like the Von Villains either in WWE. I thought they sucked as well.
Yeah, they were fucking shit.
Do you know what my negative was from Dynamite?
Oh, right. Yeah, go on.
So after the whole Will Hobbs situation,
Who?
Will Hobbs, he's completely killed Chris Jericho, beat him up, and then
Mm.
they're backstage afterwards, right?
What, Oh,
Chris
yeah.
Jericho sat down there. Renee Paquette comes along. I'm just going to get a word, see what the update is on Chris Jericho. Then, which one is it? Magic, whatever. One of the Jericho followers, anyway. They were like, "Oh, we can't do this anymore. We're not like this. We shouldn't be on Jericho or whatever." And then Renee Paquette, like after they walk off, is still standing right next to Jericho and goes, "Oh well, I guess I'll get an update later. Back to you guys." I'm like, he's still there. You can still ask him for an update. Why have you just completely stopped just because you were interrupted for
It's
20
shit
seconds?
like that pisses me off about AEW.
That's my negative.
Yeah, and
My main negative from the
Is
show.
this the card here? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I didn't see that. I never saw the Eddie Kingston match because I didn't know they were doing
the
it as
pre-show.
I watched that on YouTube.
Had about 100,000.
I genuinely didn't know
views,
they
I
were
think.
doing it. I didn't know they were doing a pre-show for a TV show.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So, yeah, can I go on?
Yeah.
AEW.
Yeah.
All right. So Christian opening the show. Thought that was fucking great. There is some negatives.
Oh,
but there's
yeah.
some
I love
positives.
that. Yeah.
Christian opening the show. I thought that was a great way to open. It's
Yeah.
established face. Everyone knows him. Attitude Era.
And it made the production look legit.
Yeah, it
as
looked
well.
good. I like that. Daniel Bryan Danielson and Swerve. Great to start Bryan Danielson off. Swerve, I like Swerve. I think he's good. I know Triple H was gutted that Vince got rid. He wanted him back. I know Triple H is gutted on that. I knew that match was going to be good in the match. Yeah, I think overall that was probably the match of the night on both brands.
Yep.
That stole that.
Yeah.
That was the best wrestling match I watched last night. And that's that against NXT. That was the match of the night. Russell Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs, Chris Jericho. I don't care. Didn't care. It was a squash match.
I'm not a fan of Powerhouse Hobbs, to be honest.
And that's purely all it is. Like,
yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I think his stop-start booking has been a problem. If they get him with Callis family now and they really push on, he can become a great monster heel. But he needs consistent booking.
I thought he was about to turn face because him and
Miro,
they shook hands at the end of All Out, didn't they?
Yeah. But now Callis has got in his ear, recruited him, and he's saying he's going to bring the killer side out of him.
That Warlord, is it?
Wardlow.
His match with Evan Bourne, Matt Sydal.
Crushed him.
I
forgot about that one.
Do you know what? Like, I used to be quite a big fan of his Warlord.
During the MJF stuff, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I like that. I was waiting for the turn.
They ruined
do you know
it.
what? He's portrayed himself around the powerbomb. I think his powerbombs are sloppy. They're not good.
We spoke about power bombs last week.
Those ones look better this week, I think.
So I wasn't over keen on that. Orange Cassidy and Ray Phoenix. I would have probably preferred it if Ray Phoenix won, because I feel like that just gives Moxley a better storyline to come back into. Because now Moxley wants to come back for his international championship. Who would he be feuding with? Orange Cassidy again. But yeah, what else we got? Adam Page, Jay White. Good thing I like about that match is it carried on the story, which is good. First time I ever seen Jay White.
Yeah, what did you think of his work?
I must admit, I think
Jay
White's good. I like him.
Yeah, maybe I need to see a bit more.
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah.
I'll say this though, just before you carry on.
Yeah,
not a fan of the stolen belt situation.
That sucks.
Can your company not be like, "Hey mate, you're not going in the building. You've got stolen property, mate. Give it back." Yeah. But at least the world title's getting some attention right now.
But yeah, basically that's kind of where I'm at. So the pros to me would be a storyline building. Great. Christian opening the show. Danielson a swerve. Yeah, they're probably like my three. Anything with Adam Cole and MJF, that's just gold. That's probably my positives, you know.
Oh, really? Did you like the whole
Yeah.
stupid, like, out at the Kingdom's house thing?
What with Adam Cole and the true fact that's
Oh,
they only beat NXT on that night. They beat NXT twice on ratings,
That's right.
and one of them involved segments.
Yeah.
So it just shows it's not always about the wrestling.
No.
But my negatives now. My negatives.
Before you go into your negatives,
Yeah.
got a question.
we have a comment from our buddy Craig Dunn.
Hello,
Okay.
Craig.
How you doing, Craig?
Hi, Craig.
I haven't never met Craig. Craig, I need to meet up with you one day, buddy, and we could talk about a bit of wrestling. Anyway, so your mother-in-law says hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello, mother-in-law.
Darren likes her, yeah.
So Craig, he agrees with you, Terry. The roster is too overflowed, and they've took their finger off the pulse by not focusing on Dynamite.
Who's this?
Craig Dunn. He used to own the Big Eagle.
Oh, yeah. No, that's it, Craig. And like, that's the thing. Like Dynamite, when it first started, to like I said, after the pandemic, it was just as good as a Raw and a SmackDown. Now they got these new shows and all that. They've just got such a big roster. They're getting lost.
They're splitting their fan base as well.
Yeah, they're trying to
The
do
reason
two
for the
brands
attendance is, I
without
think,
doing two brands.
it's because they're like, oh, do we go to Collision? Do we go to Dynamite? We'll go to one of them, and then they only go to one of the shows, and then only half the people turn up at either show.
It took WWE it took WWE about 6.5 years to get their main second show. And that is from a company that had 50 years knowledge beforehand. AEW, brand new company, couple years in, second show, third show, it's too soon. Rampage, fine, keep Rampage, 1 hour long, use it as like a heat, velocity, younger talent coming up, but do Collision, it's just...
Use it as an NXT.
Yeah. I just feel like they're putting too much work on themselves and they can't cope.
Another thing Craig has said is we are legends.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank
Craig.
you.
Thank you, Craig. Do you think the rumor of WWE rejecting CM Punk is a work and he'll be at Survivor Series in Chicago? I think it's a work.
Yeah, I think it's a work, and if it's not Chicago, he's going to win the Rumble.
I'm on the fence.
Yeah. P.S. Does anyone know what's happened to the drummer in Two Foot Moose?
I have no idea.
No, I heard he watched Brokeback Mountain or something. We haven't seen him since.
No. I'm right here. I am the drummer. I was the drummer. I will probably always be a drummer, but I am the drummer of Two Foot Moose. I was once Sam Watts, the drummer of Two Foot Moose. I'm now Sam Michaels on a Thursday or Friday night talking to the boyos about a bit of wrestling.
Yeah.
What's your mother-in-law said, Terry? Me and what's that? Shania? Is that her name?
Is that a name?
Are watching. You make us laugh. Brilliant to watch you boys.
Hello.
We're glad that we give you joy watching the TDS wrestling show and your son-in-law.
Yeah, bisexual.
Well, I've heard. Yeah. Right.
Negatives.
Get on the negatives, boyo.
I'm not.
I've already done two.
I'm not going to slate it too much.
Do I need to hold on to anything? Do I need to brace
that's
myself?
all good. Let's just
I'm there.
You hold on to something, Dan, because I know you're going to get sensitive.
No. I've done two negatives.
Josh, hold on to the bloody frames there, mate. Okay.
Hold on to your.
Oh
wait. So...
There ain't many.
Hold on to your cotton socks.
Like, obviously, I would have. Do you know the thing that done me in was the whole. I didn't like how they still had to go, like how Christian had to mention the Judgment Day.
I thought that was hilarious.
I got to the point now. It's like
he's like dressed up. You convinced your mates to dress up like fucking what was it? Something and that they were hard.
Was it vampires? Did he say
vampires and that they were hard or something? It was funny to me.
But like,
and the Beth line.
I feel like I'm just like over the whole. You know.
You don't like shots?
Nah. And I think if WWE started, if WWE done that, I wouldn't like that either. I'd just be like, come on, like, just focus on your own shit, you know? Never been a fan of that. WCW, WWE shots, that were different because we're playing with like 3 millions.
Different time, different era.
A different time.
I think we're still playing with that. It's just people watch in different ways.
What else we got? Yeah, well, you know my thoughts on Adam.
But a lot more watch WWE.
Adam Edge, Copeland versus fucking Barney the Dinosaur. Oh, fuck that. Ray Phoenix, I would like to have won. See what I mean? I'm not really. I'm finding it hard to find the negatives.
I thought it was the best Dynamite for ages. Maybe we need this every week.
I find though, if they're doing a Dynamite as good as this every week, they're burning the candle on both ends.
What is in like they're running out of matches to put on?
I think they're again. It's all down to Tony. One person again. He needs to delegate. Right, you run that hour of the show. You run that hour of the show. I'll run this hour of the show, or something like that.
Yeah.
He needs to have final say. But then he needs to have a backbone to have that final say kind of thing and not let people just do whatever the hell they want all the time.
Yeah.
Because I get the feeling, I'm guessing you've seen them fall out from the whole MJF and Juice Robinson situation.
Yeah.
Like surely on this week, when all that's going on, where all these Palestinians are getting killed, etc., you don't want to bring up a Jewish-related joke or promo. Like, surely that should be run by Tony, and Tony should say, "No, maybe not this week."
Yeah, well, yeah, you would have thought so.
And if that has happened and it's run past Tony and he's still gone ahead with it, what are you thinking? That sort of thing you need like someone to assist Tony with those decisions. That's like a PR kind of person.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Like on the, I don't know if you agree with this.
Oh God, Sam's bringing up the ratings now.
But after Dynamite and NXT, I just feel like maybe people's not looking necessarily for that rest. They want a bit of. Let's be honest. What made the Attitude Era so famous was never the wrestling.
Soap opera.
Yeah,
it was the stories.
Yeah,
and where AEW's fading, they ain't got that. They haven't got that.
Well, I thought on that Dynamite they're kind of starting to turn the page.
Yeah, maybe. I hope they do.
Edge and Christian, Tony Storm stuff. I know you're not a fan of it, but it's still a story. The whole Swerve and Hangman stuff going on. That was stories. I'm not so sure on the Saraya and Shida bit. I don't see how that's a valid story. That didn't make any sense to me.
I'm not so keen on that, I must admit.
That was just like, we need a big title change on our show.
Yeah, I just
don't think they ever really wanted to put the belt on Saraya Page anyway.
I think
they just did it.
That was her best match she's had.
I think they just did it
as well
because she's British and they wanted the belt on her for the pop.
I mean, I just feel like
Terry hoping something else would pop.
If you're a champion,
not anymore.
If you're a champion, especially in AEW, you need to be you need to draw in the money.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at let's go down through the championships. AEW World Champion MJF, he pulls in the money. TNT Champion Christian Cage, biggest heel in wrestling right now, drawing in the money. International Champion.
No, Dirty Dom's biggest heel.
Hold on, I ain't got to NXT yet.
I know, but you're saying he's biggest heel in wrestling, but he's not. Dirty Dom is.
Oh, was he? Or whatever.
In my opinion.
He's the biggest heel.
Yeah.
International Champion Ray Phoenix. Is he a money draw?
He's not anymore. It's Orange Cassidy.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Orange Cassidy.
But... And I'll say about Cassidy, like I said to you the other day, he's over with every crowd.
He's over.
True. So, yeah, let's give him the credit. He's a bit of a money draw.
If you go on to AEW on their YouTube channel, I look at their 6 most popular videos. 4 of the 6 is Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
So here's another one. FTR, they were the tag team champions.
Ricky Starks is going to be a big draw for either company.
Yeah. Personally, I don't like Ricky Starks, but that's just my personal preference on him.
Yeah.
But this is where I feel like your champions need to draw on the money.
And the Acclaimed are pretty popular.
Yeah, but
as well.
The Acclaimed, trios champion. Definitely, yeah, but I just feel like TBS and TBS champion. Who the fuck's TBS champion right now?
Chris Statlander.
Oh yeah, who the fuck's that?
I know.
This is the thing. I don't know.
I don't know who she is.
No. And this is the thing. You need to be a money draw, and I don't even know who the women's champion is now. It's some Chinese girl.
If you're an AEW fan from the
Or
start, you do.
Japanese.
Surely you do know who she is, Terry. You know who Shida is, the Japanese lady with the cane, Singapore cane. She's
Or kendo
Been-
stick.
No.
she's been at AEW since pretty much the start.
I'll be honest with you. I used to skip the women's matches.
She's
in
the
AEW
only
in the early days.
Three-time women's champion in AEW.
Well,
now.
when AEW first started, the women's division.
But
sucked.
no, she's not a draw. I agree with that.
Here's my argument. You jump over to WWE, and every single champion, in my opinion, is a draw.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you say so?
I'm trying to think.
Roman Reigns, Seth
Yeah.
Rollins,
Yeah.
Gunther, Rey Mysterio, Jey Uso,
No.
and Cody Rhodes.
I don't think Ray's much of a draw anymore, but he's
He's
a big
a
name.
very popular, yeah.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley.
Mhm.
Io Sky is the women's champion.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
No.
She's getting there.
But if you look at the NXT champions, now how do you pronounce that? What's his name? Dragunov?
Ilya Dragunov.
Him?
It was his birthday.
What was it?
And he got a happy birthday chant.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
North American champion.
So we've done Dynamite.
Yeah, Dynamite was good.
So we're off to NXT land. Now.
Well, no, I'm just talking about championship, like money draws, as in being champions. My argument is, I feel like all the champions in WWE, maybe with the exception of Io Sky, it's a tricky catch-22 on that one.
I do like though how
I feel like they're all money. They're going to draw the money.
I
in.
do like how though in AEW they're not doing the thing where they're getting these vets from WWE and they're instantly just going, "Here's the belt."
Well, they did it with John
TNA
Moxley.
did.
Oh,
Well,
and
not
TNA.
instantly, they didn't. They had him for a while. Then
Yeah,
they
but
did.
fuck me, who was the first ever AEW World Champion?
Yeah, but they needed that to establish the brand.
Yeah, I suppose.
But now they're kind of going with young, fresh, new stars as their champions
Yeah,
and having the vets put them over.
so who AEW World Champions? Who's?
but I
mean,
can see your point of view as well.
Yeah, like
They should do a mix.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm not
that's my-
sure about Edge's. Sorry, Adam
Adam
Copeland as world champion at this point in time, if it was possibly.
I wonder if they get his rated R, the custom championship.
I can
belt.
see him as
Yeah.
TNT champion. Make that belt mean a whole fucking lot.
To be fair, that belt is starting to mean a lot. This is the second.
Well, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Christian's taken that and just gone, fuck you,
The
Tony. I don't agree with your booking. I'm doing this.
The idea was as well that the international championship, the All Atlantic, originally called the All Atlantic Championship, was supposed to
Yeah.
be the secondary championship / intercontinental kind of thing. But
Yeah.
really, it to me, it feels more like a European championship now. If you're going in the ranks of championships, you know?
Well, yeah, since Cassidy lost it, it's gone down
Yeah.
because it's all been hodgepodge. Freaking everyone's dying, and then someone has it, and then someone has it.
Who died? Who died then?
Well, Moxley almost got killed in the ring, didn't he, by Phoenix? But they shouldn't have taken off Cassidy in the first place. I know he wanted time off, but he can have a few weeks off without defending it. He's back now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any more assholes you would like to rep in AEW?
Scarlet Bordeaux, isn't
I
there?
don't know, like not so much like probably just like some stuff like something I could probably save that.
Okay.
For another day.
So
I'll probably save it for in a bit, but it's to do oh fuck it, I'll just say it now. It's to do with both shows, right?
okay, yeah.
Don't worry, I will be ripping WWE an asshole in a minute. That will be happening. But
There's a few things I want
I'm
to
just
on
ripping
NXT,
into
so-
AEW at the moment, then I'll get the WWE big time. The only thing I didn't like with AEW, I'm just going to check it out there. They said they got John Cena, Taker, blah, blah, blah. And like someone said, they're like, is it bad that for WWE to use WWE talent
Mhm.
on a WWE show? I don't think it is.
Yeah.
And the main thing I will say is Tony Khan's gone on and said that you have to use these wrestlers to make your show relevant. You can't focus on your own stars. To me, he's using ex-WWE stars, big names. And not only that, he's got to do joint pay-per-views with Japan to get a show over. Do you know what I mean?
Yep, I do.
It is if he's got faith in his own, how big is Tony Khan's roster? Huge. Has he got enough faith that he doesn't need the Japan stars? or the big ex-WWE stars? And I'm only saying that is because his dig is that WWE is using Cena, Taker. I'm like, mate, you're using Edge. You're starting the show off with Christian, finishing the show with Edge. Your first match is Daniel Bryan. You got Paige on your card. You were going to have Dean Ambrose, Moxley. And it's just like, who gives a fuck? Just enjoy it for what it is. And like I said, like, I wasn't a big fan of Dynamite this week. I ain't going to lie. But I feel like Danielson and Swerve stole the show, stole the night on wrestling. As overall, no. But as wrestling itself, yeah, they were good. But I don't feel like this generation... I feel like we just a bit burnt out of wrestling. We want that everything, don't we? I know I do. Mae Young, let Tony Storm get pregnant by Orange Cassidy and the baby comes out with his thumbs up with a pair of shades. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, that's cool. Who's the daddy of Tony Storm's baby?
I'm going to remember that when it
Orange
happens.
Cassidy or Ray Phoenix. You see the baby, she has twins. One come up with a mask, one with glasses.
Sorry, they've got Mark Henry. They can do this sort of thing.
Oh, mate, they
could, yeah.
I just feel like they can have so much fun. They don't look like they're having fun.
Do you feel like it can be too serious sometimes?
It's too fucking serious. And the audience, watch the audience in AEW, all the front row people, they're just like this.
That's the thing with American fans, though, isn't it?
But then
they're also.
I just want make it fun.
What would you call it?
Like the gun,
spoiled.
The gun boys. You know the gun boys. They come out with Jay White. They come out of them little trikes.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Let them be dicks.
Yeah.
Let them come out. Make them like when the match is going on. Get a little bazooka with like t-shirts and just wrestler. Be twats. Have fun. It's something like your dad would have done back in the Attitude Era. Just have a laugh. More backstage segments and have fun. But I feel like they're trying to portray this company over wrestling. And I feel like they're missing the fun.
I've heard the opposite, that people were saying that they're too stupid and they're not doing enough wrestling.
What, AEW?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people complaining that it's all jokes wrestling. And
like you said, like that bit with Adam Cole mowing his grass was one of the highest segments on Dynamite.
Yeah, see, I'm loving that stuff, but every single other pod I've listened to this week are moaning about it, and I'm like, it's hilarious.
It was funny.
They were going, it's not funny. It's not funny. I'm like, it is funny because it's like so self-aware.
Yeah,
maybe that's our British sense of humor, though. We're like more into sarcasm
this is it. Like these ratings, the American ratings that they're so fussed about. Like I said, one of the best things they loved about AEW was that segment.
Yeah.
That got more viewership. Yeah. That segment got more viewership than the Swerve and Daniels match. What does that tell you?
Shouldn't have. That's because Cody Rhodes opened NXT and, everyone's going to just tune into that, I guess.
Well, I was intrigued to see what the big announcement was. Should we jump over to NXT?
It was a bit more nuanced than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, we can...
Have your notes back now.
Are we done with?
I thought the Edge match.
Please unlock. Hey, what's going on here? Don't want to do that.
The Edge match was a lot of fun, though.
Hold on, let's just check we're all good.
Yeah, we're still going.
Yeah, we're good.
No, the Edge match was a bit of fun. I thought it reminded me of like the ending of a Nitro.
It reminded me of Freddie from Rainbow getting aggressive with Barney the Dinosaur because he ran over his time slot.
Terry's not a fan of Luchasaurus's gimmick.
No, I'm not. I think it's fucking. Anyway, right. Change the subject. Look at this. Look at this. I found this on Facebook.
Oh, what for sale?
No, that's just been purchased.
Wow.
That is a fucking lovely championship belt.
Did you hear what I said about the TV title? I think that
this title.
No, like in general, this TV. I think they should like F off the TNT and get this belt.
Yeah, you did say
because TNT's not really that relevant anymore, is it? That's beautiful belt.
Another thing, have you tried or have you seen a Dodgers Prime? Apparently, since Shep to Mallet.
I've heard about them.
Has Liam Gamer Bloody Johnson got some?
If you're watching, Liam, or if you're not, if your mum and dad's watching, follow and let us know.
Anyway, so American viewership on TBS 609,000 viewers,
which I
and
thought
a 0.26 rating. Oh, right.
in the core demo. What's that?
What's that?
What was that you threw away?
Oh, my Dynamite notes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're done with Dynamite.
I thought that was quite a good number. I was expecting 500k.
Yeah, no, it's done okay.
Because you got to
Yeah.
think they're up against the start of the NHL season, which is ice hockey.
Yeah, yeah.
Some kind of MLB stuff, and Major League Baseball, and NXT as well. And you're still pulling 609,000. That's pretty good to me.
But what's the population of the United States of America? What's the population of the United
What's the
States?
population?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Couple billion?
yeah, a couple billion.
Well, this is shit then, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of poor people without TV.
The problem is, like, TBS.
But
and
then
USA,
also in
it's-
America, though, Sam, they got like, it's so easier over there than here. They have like these massive like nightclubs that they just put on Raw at 7 o'clock at night, and people will gather in there and
Oh,
just
God, yeah.
watch it.
Yeah. It's like 500 people.
And that only counts like one view,
Yeah.
where there's probably about like 600 people just sat there getting pissed.
Did you see
watching it.
something funny though? In the special boxes or
I
the
did see
VIP
that.
boxes, someone had NXT on while they were
Yeah,
at
I
the
did see
Dynamite
that.
show.
I did not see this, no.
VIP
Gave him another
boxes
view
for Dynamite. Yeah, there
Yeah.
were people in there watching NXT.
No, I didn't see that.
At the same time.
They were having a wonderful time. Dynamite. Right, so
and NXT got how many viewers?
American viewers and on the USA Network,
Yeah.
921,000 at 0.3,
And I was
0.30.
and I was expecting them to break a mill with
I was
the
expecting
names
the
they
mill.
had.
But the thing is, you look at the viewership here to what you'd get 20 years ago. It's still very low, isn't it?
Yeah,
Very, very low.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's my opinion that people were just
But the difference
consuming
is,
it, YouTube,
yeah,
things like that.
streaming platform.
streaming.
Yeah, it's never. You can't go by it.
Yeah.
But if
I
you,
will say this though.
yeah,
Apparently, Edge's debut match is the highest watched on YouTube since the both shows have been out.
yeah.
Does that mean that?
Second highest is the Undertaker thing.
But with Braun Breaker?
Yeah, which is like 200,000 less than that. Something like that.
Do you think that more people watch the Edge match on YouTube because
Yeah, because they didn't
couldn't
watch
be-
it live.
they rather watch?
Here's the thing where AEW shoot themselves in the foot. 2/3 of the match is always on YouTube, but within the next day,
Yeah,
where people can just
Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem, isn't it?
yeah. Well,
Because
NXT,
no one to
you
go
only
back
get,
and
like-
watch it on the
You only get
actual-
2-minute clips.
yeah, and it's never.
But every
Mm.
freaking week, because if I don't want to watch Dynamite on a whole week, I'll just jump on YouTube and just catch
Mhm.
up on the bits I want to
I
watch.
guess that's Tony being like,
Generous,
more-
too generous.
well, it's not that. It's like he probably buys into the fact, like I'm saying, more people consume stuff through social media now. So my company will get out there more with more views on social media. But then he's taking away the views from there. So it's kind of a catch-22, isn't it? It's a bit.
We're not moving, are we?
Hey, what?
We're not moving.
Holy shit, we're not, are we?
Ain't
ooh.
moving.
We're still recording though.
Interesting. If anyone's watching, are we moving?
Yeah, someone
Can
needs to.
can you make a comment or something?
Yeah, we do have an issue here.
Now we just sit and wait.
That's not good.
Dun dun dun. Sam's camera's on.
Go
the
on your
fritz.
phone, Darren, and have a look.
Oh yeah, good idea. That's why you're the boss man.
Yeah. Please
Cool.
bear with us whilst we.
Thank you, James Marino, for sharing our video.
Thank you, James. Much appreciated.
We are moving on my. Although that's 8 minutes behind.
All right. Are we still live though?
Oh God, what is happening? No, we're not moving.
Oh.
Do we have sound? Okay, we have sound, but we're not moving.
Okay.
So it looks like we may have to reset the stream.
No, Jody says that we are not moving.
Yeah. So we've definitely got sound, but no movement.
Okay, let me see if I can.
We could have been naked for like 5 minutes. It would have been so much.
That would have been quite funny.
We are. Yeah, check on my phone now. On your phone.
Oh,
It's probably just me. Is it just me? It's me.
it is.
Sam Watts.
It's just you. It's
So if I
S
jump back on
something W.
there. Way to go. Sammy boy has fixed it. Oh, yeah. I think we're back. Are we back? Are we live? Everything okay?
Thanks for the assist there, wife.
Way to go. Woohoo! We're done.
How long was that like that?
Don't know, but
People just love looking at still images for a while.
yeah, the app. Oh, everything all right?
Hello, viewers.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it down.
Oh, right.
Sorry about the technical issues. We are new to the production world.
I'm not even sure what
I say
happened
we. Sam is new to the production world.
there. My 2 Foot Moose family know this. When it comes to technology, it's not my thing. However, somehow I've got the MacBook working. I'm
Some
doing
way.
all this. Remember the old huge mixer desk we used to have?
I'm,
It's here
I'm
right
jealous
next
of
to me.
Terry here now.
What was he got this big?
He's got some lovely whiskey in there.
You should promote your terrible cocktail. Have you ever thought of that?
Hogwarts.
Now, wife,
Taken.
that is. Stop being naughty.
Oh my goodness me! She, Jody wants to get it on, get it on, get it on. She wants a bit of.
So, what were we talking? We're on NXT now, right?
NXT.
Yeah,
Yeah. What are we saying?
LA Knight.
she
was
wants
on
a bit
NXT.
of the BDD, Big Dick Darren.
Who does?
Mrs. Carpenter does.
All
Oh,
right.
that's all right, because I saw mother-in-law comment. I don't know if she wanted to say it.
Oh dear.
Mother-in-law, contain yourself. No, and no. I'm married, and so's he. Anyway, end of story. Right. Yes.
NXT?
Oh yes. She wants a bit of it. No, she wants a bit of the BDD.
Okay. Anyway,
Right. Anyway, for those of you that are listening to the TDS Wrestling Show, for those of you who'd like to buy a championship belt, or even some socks, or even some wiper tags, or some wrestling stickers, go on bigbluecage.com. Our buddy Neil can provide everything for you. Anyway,
I'm still waiting for him to get back to you about.
he still hasn't got back to me. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Well, you know, maybe the relationship has fallen apart, but I'm still promoting him because I like his service. But another one that provides a very good service and does championship belts is our buddy Dan Ripley. Drip
Dan
belts.
Ripley, yeah.
Oh my days, what a good.
Does he
looking-
get back to you?
He will get back to me just like that.
Ah.
I still can't snap my fingers very well.
What-
Anyway.
what's Dan Ripley's favorite bout of all time?
I wonder.
I know he got quite excited about the new world heavyweight. I think.
Yes, he did. You're right. Have you seen that? Well, of course you have. You know that World Heavyweight Championship? That Seth
nah,
Rollins
I
has got?
just shut my eyes when
That
it
is
came
a
on TV.
hell of an amazing bout.
He prefers the women's.
I do prefer the women's.
You do, because you like white
I
strap.
love white strap belts.
Yeah, you bloody white strap. Right.
So-
So we're all good.
We had some technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties that have been resolved by yours truly, HBK Sam Michaels.
Now-
And your wife wants a bit of the BDD when she gets home.
She's gonna have to wait for a little while. You have a good day, are you?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
It's
Yeah.
be like midnight.
The
by
one
time,
night,
yeah.
the one night he's thinking, the one night it's there for me on the plate.
Oh my
It's all right.
God. Right. Okay, so we're back to it. Let's talk about a bit of
NXT.
NXT.
Wrestling.
We've done Dynamite. Now we're on to NXT.
Oh, hold on.
Which
Right, let's find
I have a little
Oh, that's my
confession, which
Colin
I think I
John.
may have told you already. Forgot about my doctor's appointment today, and I was planning on watching NXT today. Then I went to the doctor's, and that took a while, and stuff happened. And then I didn't watch the whole show, but I have watched every single thing available on the internet to
So hold
get
on.
my relevance. But Terry has watched the whole thing,
I watched both shows.
so
Apart from that buy-in match, I didn't know that existed.
Did you sort out your problem at the doctor's?
well, it's a lifelong problem, I'm afraid.
Lifelong.
Yeah,
Not
wasn't that kind of problem.
Oh! I wondered because the way Jodie's been with you and the comments she's leaving on the wrestling podcast, it's a little bit.
Yeah, on the wrestling podcast.
We're supposed to be talking about a bit of wrestling, not about a bit of Darren's
bit of cack. You can say
cack.
cack.
Oh, cack. Yeah, I know
you can
one
say
of
the
those.
word cack. She's on about your cack. We just want to talk about a bit of wrestling.
So you've got a cack, you've got a pecker,
Yeah. Doofy pecker.
And you've got a laser pointer to find it.
He's got a bloody sledgehammer.
Why don't you ask Mike anyway? Right. So, NXT.
Finally.
Let's talk about a bit of NXT. So Cody Rhodes is he's given the role as special guest general manager for the show.
Yeah.
We need
That was fucking pointless.
It was pointless, but
what's the point of that?
we do need general managers from Raw and SmackDown.
Even Shawn Michaels is there.
I know he's a sexy boy and all that, but he's kind of out with the old boys backstage.
Yeah. Him and Taker having a drink.
Yeah, fair enough.
Taker's win. No, we'll get to that later.
So we've got the breakfast tournament and
breakfast tournament.
Yeah, I'll be up for that.
Breakout.
The breakout tournament.
I like the breakfast.
Oh,
one.
sorry.
They've all got to bring their favorite cereals, and then whoever the crowd vote for, the best cereal wins the match.
Bacon, maple syrup,
And then they get a
pancakes.
world heavyweight title shot at the end.
I like
Yeah,
that.
sounds good, actually.
So we got the breakfast.
I'm going
breakout
honey nut
tournament
cornflakes.
Yeah,
and the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
What's your favorite cereal?
I like chocolate mini shreddies.
Oh yeah, honey nut cornflakes. What have you got?
Cornflakes.
You like cornflakes, do
I
you?
love golden grahams. They're nice.
What's them little square ones like?
Yeah, that's
grahams.
that's like
yeah,
their
they're banging.
sister brand.
My favorite cereal. This is an interesting topic.
Well, you
talking
brought
about
out the
cack.
breakfast tournament and you've started. something.
My favorite cereal is probably Jordan Oat Clusters.
What the fuck kind of answer is that?
What the fuck are they?
Only Sam.
I like porridge. I like Weetabix.
That's like fucking 70-year-old's favorite
I
breakfast.
know, but I love all that kind of stuff. I do. I like all right. Jordan Oat Clusters. They're my favorite. Strawberry flavored.
All right.
They're probably been well at least.
Oh mate, they're well good.
I've never tried them, to be fair.
I don't like chocolate cereal. It's too sweet. I like
Cocoa
Shreddies. No. Okay, all right.
Viewers, what is your favorite cereal? Let us know.
All right, okay. Seriously, like
Cereal-y.
seriously. What's your favorite cooked breakfast?
Cooked. Ooh.
Would you have all of it, or is there bits you wouldn't have? We will talk about some wrestling in a minute, honestly.
All of it.
I know you
Yeah,
would.
Pretty
Just
much
don't give me no
full English,
no plum tomatoes.
I like the tomatoes, but you can leave the black pudding for me.
You don't like black pudding?
Nah, I just got put off by the idea of what it is.
Well, you used to be a pig farmer, for God's sake.
I know.
I love black. God, you were right.
Yeah, I love black pudding.
Quick little story. Terry and I went to For the Love of Wrestling in Manchester this year.
We've had this story before in the podcast.
But his breakfast, fucking hell, wasn't. I was like 2 platefuls, and the black pudding was half the plate.
Only because I refused to pay the prices for the venue for lunch.
It was mad, wasn't it?
I only did it one day because I ended up making sure I got enough for fucking breakfast.
Yeah, but that black pudding, that was a.
I love black pudding.
Yeah. See, I
don't like plum tomatoes. I'm gonna have grilled tomatoes.
I would prefer a grilled tomato. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, grilled one
Fuck
would be
plum
nice.
tomatoes. It's too watery.
I'll eat a plum one, but a grilled one
I don't
sounds
mind.
good.
I don't mind plum tomatoes.
Most hotels do have grilled ones, don't they?
Yeah.
Instead?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, fucking hungry.
Sam with his breakfast
I
tournament.
love a breakfast.
Yeah.
Right.
The
So
breakout tournament.
the breakfast breakout tournament and the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Yeah.
I'm kind of cool with the fact that Cody Rhodes decided to do this himself. And even though the crowd were fucking on fire on NXT, they were shit hot.
There's only about
Maybe.
200 of them. Though.
Doesn't matter. I love a small crowd. I think they're the powerfulest, most brilliant.
I thought the Dynamite crowd was actually pretty good this week.
It wasn't bad.
They actually booked a smaller venue, and it looked like it was fuller.
It was, and to
And
be
it was
fair
good.
to the pictures I've seen of the whole actual show, even
The production side of both shows was fantastic.
It was, yeah. But anyway, NXT wise,
And NXT's production is amazing. I just wish there was a few more people.
I thought this was great to start the show off. It was pretty cool, but
They had lines out the door.
yeah,
Like they had to turn people away for NXT for the first time, they said, which was.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know when they're going to start going back on the road permanently.
Yeah, they're just worried they'll end up doing a Dynamite and have a half-empty building.
Yeah, well, I think they got the right idea. I think they should stay where they are, and there's travel when they do like the
That's production cost, isn't it? It's a
Pay-per-views.
lot more cheap for them to just. And with this whole UFC takeover merger, they want to make their company really profitable, don't they? That's the whole thing.
let me just check. So make sure we're still all good.
Checking.
Your wife still wants you to get naked, Darren Verkinel. Wish my wife wanted me to get anyway. So
No one's let us know about their cereals yet.
well, they're cucks.
well, they're cacks.
So he does that.
That was established a few weeks ago. That breakout tournament.
Well, so he
You
announced
knew that?
he announced
No.
something that was already announced.
No. He said where they've already got a breakout tournament.
Yeah.
Then he hit us with a line. We're going to be doing a Dusty to run with it.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. I
The
know.
breakout tournament. They started 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
this breakout thing is that
Just
just
women.
like
Just women.
yeah? And
Painting.
I saw a graphic with all the competitors,
Yeah,
and
it's
I
only-
had no clue who any of them were.
You wouldn't make
It's like you with
most
Cheetah.
of these are end
I
up
was
in
like-
AEW.
who are you? I don't care
Who
about.
the hell are you?
Like you've got to, for me, you've got to have had some kind of presence or like something to get me to go invest in your tournament before you have the tournament, not the other way around, because they're trying to make this tournament make the star, aren't they?
Well, this is basically the new version of the Mae Young tournament. Is it?
Kind of.
And what they're doing is a lot of these are just people that's qualified from like Booker T school and all that. So Roxanne Perez, who's in the show later, she won it last year. And that's how she became.
Yeah, but I knew who she was before the tournament last year.
Yeah, the only one. Well, this tournament I think is just based on Santino's daughter to get her over, like it was for her in her year.
What, Santina?
I vaguely heard something about
Yeah,
her
his
being a-
daughters. Santino Marella, his daughter's in it.
Oh, is she? Yeah.
Miss fucking universe, bitch.
Right. Anyway, so Oscar versus Roxanne, I thought was okay.
I was happy with this match because it was short and it did what it needed to do.
Yeah,
I thought Oscar did really well helping her.
I think so.
You could tell she's still very green. And Oscar went really gentle on her.
Yeah. The bar fight / pub brawl, whatever that match was called, can't remember.
Yeah.
With Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne,
Yeah.
or Birch, whatever you want to call him, and Ridge Holland versus
Yeah.
what the hell were they called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I love seeing that.
It was fun.
This is the problem to me. Without the big stars on the show, we're like, who are these people?
The thing is, I know who all three of these people are, well, especially
Well, yeah.
Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
Well, the
like,
other
fuck.
side, they've been on the main roster.
See, I think Tyler Bate needs to come onto the main roster.
I think Tyler Bates and Pete
Too
Dunne
small
needed
though,
just
isn't he?
team.
Yeah, get rid of Ridge Holland.
Too
Yeah.
small for the WWE.
But they're brilliant. This is why I miss the NXT UK stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
that was all right.
these lot they're against are from the NXT UK.
All these blokes, apart from Ridge Holland, I
Yeah,
think.
this is basically an NXT UK match.
Yeah, basically it was, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we've got the John Cena Bron Breakker segment.
That was good.
That was okay. Bron Breakker's playing a great heel. I think he's doing great.
Yeah,
You still a Breakker fan? You still a Bron Breakker fan?
even more now.
Yeah.
Sounds so much like Scott.
Is it Ilya Dragunov?
Ilya.
Ilya Dragunov versus Dom Mysterio with LA Knight. Yeah. The special guest referee.
Yeah,
That was quite cool.
yeah. Ellie knows funny.
Yeah. I think Dragunov and Mysterio match. I thought that was
I never
actually
saw
really
the
good.
finish to this match. Who went over?
Dragunov.
Dragunov, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. And I think Dragunov's going to be pretty good.
So aren't
He's
they
gonna be a big
making
star.
the Judgment Day look really weak right now?
Well, yeah, they've lost their tag team
Lost their
championships.
tag titles.
And they've got
Dom's
that-
losing left, right, and centre.
And they got JD McDonough. What's his name?
JD McDonough, yeah.
Yeah, he's just fucking things up.
JD Funko Pop.
Yeah, it's just get rid of E. Yeah, Judgment Day. Is it Trick Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and Judgment Day, Trick Williams, they interfere. Yeah. But anyway,
Big star in the making. Trick
Yeah.
Williams.
very important little thing happened, which I thought was quite good, was Paul Heyman and Ava Raine
Yeah.
backstage.
I'm
Oh.
interested in that.
That's going to be interesting.
Is that him recruiting her to the bloodline, or is it
Yeah. I think it
him saying, "Can you get your dad to stop messing about?"
Yeah.
Get your dad to leave Roman alone or something.
Mm,
I do
Yeah.
I do hope that Ava Raine, is it her name's Simone Johnson, is it? That's a real
Yeah,
name? Yeah, like I think bringing her up to the main roster is probably a little bit
it's too soon.
too soon, too young.
Yeah.
I think that's planting the seed for way in the future.
Yeah, I hope so. But
Although, if you notice, Heyman's got grey hair now.
yeah, he's not dyed. And do you know
I
what?
think that's deliberate storyline. Like
Mm.
he's getting stressed out by everything that's going on in the bloodline, so they're trying to show that.
I noticed though when he was doing something maybe on Raw, but he needs to go to the dentist. And I looked at his teeth. I thought, oh my
Yeah,
god!
you're like a multi-millionaire.
You're
Jim-
thinking, fuck me, you
Jim
got me.
Cornette on his podcast, like, I'm concerned for him. I'm
There's no
concerned for his
excuse.
health.
I know, just get some dentures.
500 quid. Fucking
If I had a lot of money, there's a lot of things I'd do, and that's one of them. Get better teeth.
dick.
Anyway, so Brian Pillman Jr.
Mm.
Is Alexis
No, not Alexis, just Lexus
oh
King.
Lexus King
Lexus King. Now,
because he hates his dad?
which is for me, that's kind of sad to see that.
Well,
I love how he looks, though. He looks really cool.
You like
compared to
Jim
his-
I didn't like how
Yeah,
he looked.
great. I loved it.
I didn't like how he looked. I
Didn't
thought
you?
that was just so
in
weird.
In AEW, he was portraying an early 90s
Yeah.
Brian Pillman.
But I thought
Now he's looking more
that
like,
doesn't look cool.
but he didn't look cool.
Maybe that's cool to nowadays. Let
I-
us know in the comments if you see this and you're
yeah.
younger than us and hip.
The only thing I will say on this is with him, I feel like this promo was about as much personality as what he had in his whole AEW run. I don't know if you agree.
What you mean?
to be honest, I
he's
didn't.
I felt
He's-
like he was this promo
in a good way. You mean? Like he's better now in this promo
Yeah,
than
I
he's
think-
been
I
in
think
his
I think-
entire AEW run.
I felt like he was I felt when he was in AEW, who he's going up against some big boys, big names. I thought NXT will be good for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they end up back in AEW in about 5 years after Vince McMahon goes. No, no, Vince isn't there anymore.
No,
Triple H has been
Well,
knighted, as they
yeah,
say.
and a lot of the talent probably want to stay now.
Yeah. Except for Nia Jax to be there more now. No, she won't. She'll be
Triple
gone
H,
again.
Get rid of her. Get rid of her quick.
You're not a fan of her, are you?
Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Nia Jax.
Worse.
No,
She's the worst woman wrestler I've seen come in that bloody ring. She's dangerous.
Um.
Fucking bitch, ogre.
So yeah, Brian Pillman Jr. or Lexus King. I'm cool to see this.
Yeah, me too.
sorry, I missed that. I was too busy reacting to what you
Fucking-
just said. What were you saying?
Fucking Fiona from fucking Strike, bitch.
What did you say? Sam?
Nia Jax. Oh, sorry.
Right, moving on. Shawn Michaels met Jade Cargill.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I don't
gi-
like this either.
Her gimmick right now is I get drove somewhere and I get out the car and I shake someone's hand. That's her gimmick.
Yeah, that's not great.
She needs to do something.
Yeah, they need to do something, or just don't show her.
But I think they've done that just because they wanted Jade Cargill on a show to counter Dynamite.
Do you know what though? You say that, but I reckon they're going to do the shit again on Raw. I reckon they're going to do shit
Maybe.
on SmackDown.
I have to quote a particular person who we talked to, and he's
Not that.
I know, but hold on,
But
hear me
if
out.
there was some like
He
actual dialogue interaction where like Shawn, Triple H, whatever, trying to recruit her to their own shows,
Yeah,
that would make more sense.
that'd be brilliant.
but this particular person that we know said that she won't be used well to start with. He did say that. Would you say he's kind of right now?
I think she'd be used just fine.
No. Just what is specific
Of what they're
moment?
doing with her right now.
Yeah.
It's too early for me to make a judgment yet.
Yeah,
completely.
same.
But these twos made no sense.
Right. I look at it like this. They had to show her at Fastlane because at the time it was really talked about. I would have skipped the whole Fastlane crap with her. She didn't need to be there. Her getting out of the car and heading to the Performance Center, I would look at that making sense.
Yeah.
Because she's going to the Performance Center to enhance her talents. That's fine.
Also,
She needed to go to why did she put some plain clothes on?
yep,
She must be cold.
that's what I was about to say. I was like, why is she turning up in her, presumably what her wrestling outfit will be, to not wrestle?
Yeah, that is literally
She should have been wearing like, I'm a boss bitch fucking outfit, like suit or dress or something that makes her look like a rock star, not her wrestling outfit.
If she got
it looks like she's stupid
wearing a bloody suit on, like a real woman's suit, look legit, you'd be like, she's coming out like she's been dropped off by a fucking UFO ship.
Yeah, I said about spaceship.
Honestly, that's why we're getting like.
I said to Sam because Sam was like, "Oh, I love that outfit" or something, or I liked it, and I was like, "I'm not a fan of the outfit. She looks like she's from space."
I'd be okay if it was her entering the ring for a match. That's like Randy Orton just getting out of the car in a pair of pants and be like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna like chill in these." Like, put some jeans on, mate.
That's one thing AEW does that I'm all right with, because they usually, when their wrestlers turn up in cars, they are in suits or they're track suits or whatever.
But she wasn't wearing a lot of clothes. That's what I liked.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, no, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm glad you can.
But you got to see, from my point of view, she's not my.
Not your cup of tea.
She's not my cup of tea.
Not your prime.
Nah,
I'm the same.
She's a bit too
muscly.
Too muscly, yeah.
But that's what makes her such a star. She's
and
she can come down there and beat up anyone.
I don't know if you know this, but I love women.
Okay.
You know,
so
that's probably what you don't want to watch Brokeback Mountain then.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. Anyway, moving on. Paul Heyman. Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
Right.
Paul
Heyman. Carmelo Hayes. John Cena and Solo Sikoa. That thing going on, or was it the other way around? I can't remember now. Anyway, they're all in the ring at some point. Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker match.
Yeah.
That was cool. Not bad.
It was good.
Can we just appreciate like a backstage segment in this Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, Braun Breaker. Us sounds so good.
But it doesn't make sense for the bloodline or anything, does he? I'm just like, what?
But then again, he
was hired to go there because he wanted to
by Roman Reigns.
Yeah, by Roman.
Yeah.
That was how they.
So, excuse me.
It just felt a little forced. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I don't understand why that was. Yeah,
I do have something to say though.
No opinion on that. I can't answer that.
We got Braun, we got Braun, and we got Bronson.
Bronson Reed.
You like him, don't you?
I do. He's like Bam Bam.
I don't see anything in him.
Don't you?
No, I really
he
don't.
He hasn't got over with me.
When did he do that triple threat for the US title? Was that a Backlash with Bobby Lashley and someone else? I can't remember who. Austin Theory.
Yeah.
I thought that was just fucking shit.
When he got released, I was like, yeah, fair enough.
I was like, yeah.
And then Triple H brought him back. I was like, what?
What?
Are you doing? I thought he was going to do all right on the Impact.
I always thought
he was going back to Impact or something, wasn't he, at that time? And then he went back to WWE. I was like, oh, okay.
I always thought he'd do quite well on AEW Dark.
He actually made quite a big name for himself in Japan.
Did he?
Yeah.
And Triple H brought him back.
Yeah, I just...
He was very good in NXT.
Yeah.
When he was there. He had the flames, everything for Bam Bam. Yeah.
Anyway.
Him and Gunther's going to be mad when they cross paths.
No, I am looking forward to seeing what they can do.
It's going to be a hard hitter.
So Carmelo, who won that match then? It was Carmelo.
Kamala Hayes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Which is, I don't. Are you going to get to? Yeah, you're going to get to the other Bron Breakker thing. I'll say my point there.
I don't know. It's just it was a cool match. I liked it, but Bron's playing a really good heel. I think he's one of the best on the NXT roster.
Yeah.
He said AEW then. My bad. But yeah, the
I wish he was on AEW's roster now. That'd be great. It'd be. You could take Wardlow, take him WWE. They can do a trade.
Don't do that to AEW at NXT.
I reckon WWE would get Wardlow over somehow.
Do you like Wardlow?
I did.
No, I'm not a fan of him.
I was until when he was with MGF and he played the whole. I got a really much Shawn Michaels Big Daddy Cool vibe. Two dudes with attitude. MGF, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Then when he started trying to slowly turn him into Goldberg, what the fuck is this?
Oh,
like Ryback, Warlow. They're like, he's got muscles. Let's turn him into Goldberg. It's like, no,
he's not though. He's not Goldberg.
When Brock Lesnar left, for example, Brock Lesnar goes, "Who's the next muscliest player?" Oh, Bobby Lashley. We could turn him into Brock Lesnar, but he could be black. It's like, no.
I thought it was Rodney Mack.
Yeah, but it doesn't work because there's only one. You can't copy.
Shit, no.
Rodney Mack.
Anyway, we saw The Undertaker return. First time we've seen him on TV since January.
Do you find it funny that last week Baron Corbin comes out on his motorcycle? Next week it's Undertaker. Now Baron Corbin looks like a cheap knockoff.
And just prior to this, when Bron Breakker was in the feud with Von Wagner, they were having the lights flicker.
Okay.
So it's been going on for a little while. Everyone that's Bron Breakker's been in the ring with is always an Undertaker connection to it.
Yeah.
You're WrestleMania, I'm telling you.
But that choke slam that The Undertaker delivered to Bron Breakker, that was one hell of a choke slam.
That was a good choke
slam. Bron sold that well.
But Bron needs to get his revenge here, surely.
Well, yeah, this is what Terry's talking about. WrestleMania.
Because to me, I think last podcast episode, or something like that, I was talking about how legends seem to come in and kill the current stars in WWE. And that's happened again if he doesn't get his payback.
But The Undertaker wants to retire in front of a crowd properly. He did say in his Hall of Fame induction, never say never.
Yeah.
I'd be happy with one big WrestleMania blow off or something.
Do you know, I'm so on the fence. I can see why. I don't know if I want to see it. I feel like he went off so good. Him and AJ Styles, he got on that motorbike and rid off. That's a good way for him to go. Do I want to see him wrestle?
Yeah, I'm scared we get a repeat of the whole. But then Bron Breakker can carry him through physically.
But Bron Breakker won't be able to show his talents. He won't be able to get the Undertaker up like that.
Yeah, he will.
He'll be doing Goldberg's move list, but correctly on the Undertaker. Undertaker. I'm just going to do a standing Frankenstein on you. I just don't see it working.
Well, I don't know. It's up to him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
That was NXT.
The
only negatives for me were the overuse of forced ways of putting the stars in there.
They didn't have to chuck the star power in there, but the problem, I wouldn't say it's a problem, but the power that WWE is, they've got the star power to be able to do this.
Yeah, they got the machine.
They've got everything, you know.
But I enjoyed quite a lot of what I've seen from the NXT show as well.
Is this something that you two will follow more now?
Well, I watched most of last week anyway, because you're getting quite into it, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, it's my second favorite. But NXT is my second favorite programming in wrestling at the moment. Raw's my favorite, but I prefer NXT to SmackDown.
Because
I think mine goes Dynamite, SmackDown, Collision, Raw, NXT.
Is it?
Yeah, that's mine at the moment.
Because I've stopped watching Collision. Completely stopped watching it.
Yeah.
Because NXT, I don't want to see them all development. I want to see when they're finished products. I love Because
Yeah, I see. where
to
you're
me,
coming
a
from.
lot
Yeah.
of times the NXT stuff, they've made them this thing on NXT, and then they come up to the main roster and there's something else. And I'm like, well, what's the
Yeah.
point in watching them for this
I
gimmick?
think that was more McMahon.
Yeah,
Crap.
I'm hoping that'll be ending soon. This
But I
stuff.
just love like NXT. Like I love like Tony D'Angelo and Stacks. And I like all that.
I will. I'd still follow it. I still get my updates on it every week.
It'd be interesting next week.
I think they're doing well. I mean,
let's see. Let's see where they're at next week. Like the last 2 weeks, NXT's won the last 2 weeks, and they've also won on the pay-per-view. Let's see what happens next week when they don't have the star power. I think this is set NXT.
And Dynamite goes back to its normal slot.
Yeah, like last week.
Because there was probably people that just didn't even realize still as well, or they just.
I do think this
Couldn't
is
watch.
this is the start of something, because they could go.
I'm hoping
they could go. They could move. I mean, NXT could move back to Wednesday, for example, or Dynamite could go to Tuesday.
We were saying on the way,
You know.
they're on about changing Raw to a Thursday.
Now you said about this.
Whoa.
Good few
Raw
months
might
back.
get sold to another network.
Yeah.
And
so
then
are they?
moved.
So we know for a fact that SmackDown's come away from Fox to go back to USA Network in October next year.
3 hours. That'll be the announcement tomorrow night from Triple H. You mark my words.
What, 3 hours for SmackDown? Oh, please
Same
don't.
network.
I enjoy SmackDown's my number 2 because it is 2 hours.
I can appreciate that.
The thing.
Raw has too much filler and commercials.
Yeah.
all killer, no thriller.
But I literally said the other day, the last thing I watched WWE made me fall asleep. That was Raw because it was too long.
I enjoy watching. Sometimes I would watch a whole Raw, but most of the time I'm just watching the highlights
Yeah.
because I struggle. And the thing is as well, like with Collision, I'll probably just watch the highlights. Dynamite, some weeks I'll do highlights, some weeks I'll do the whole show. SmackDown, I always don't do the whole show.
I do wish I lived in America though and had a 9 to 5
it'd be
job and I
so
could
good.
come home and put it on every night of the week at the moment.
I even watch the highlights of Impact every week.
Yeah, you said,
I
yeah.
do Impact,
I don't do that.
Dynamite,
I
Collision.
don't do that.
I vaguely know what's happening, but I don't watch the highlights every week.
I have no idea, to be fair. But again,
That's good.
we all have got our own lives outside of what we're doing here tonight, and it's
My life's just
yeah. I mean, when you'll be back to work at some point. That's the thing. I got to work every day of the week.
I
Well,
got good hours.
You've got the time to be able to watch it.
Yeah, I didn't do anything but watch wrestling.
You know, it's hard when you got, you know.
So to sum
Real
up,
job. Real
What-
hours.
what do we all think of what happened last night? Tuesday night.
Do you know what? Like going off of that, like I knew NXT was going to win. We all did.
Yeah,
I just hope this has kicked AEW up the
up
ass
the ass.
now
Yeah, I was going to say that a minute ago.
because I want them to be like, okay, we need to up our game.
Yeah, definitely.
This
But
is what I think we all wanted.
Who do you think actually put on? I'm not talking about ratings.
Match
Who put on the better show last night?
NXT
Okay,
show wise.
about you?
I'm gonna say NXT because it was a show.
As a show.
Okay,
Okay. But if you want to break the shows down,
I think we like different things from our wrestling, obviously.
yeah. I mean, the match quality from NXT, I don't think can really quite match the
No.
match quality in
I don't think
Dynamite.
it can at all.
Yeah, I mean, are you?
It wasn't about the matches really on NXT.
No, but the storytelling to NXT and everything there makes a lot more sense, and I can kind of follow it easier. With Dynamite, I like the stories. I like the storytelling.
There were stories on Dynamite as well.
I know, but it's not quite grasping me enough. It's not for
Yeah.
everybody, is it? It's just not.
Because you don't know the details. That's the
Because
problem.
I get so. I don't know if it's that. I think it is.
Tony books to his super fans. That's the problem. So
That's
Tony
it.
presumes everyone knows what's going on in
Yeah.
every minute little detail,
I will
and therefore you can't follow it. It's easy.
I will lose track of a
But
story.
for me,
so
I know
quick.
all those details, so I'm really like, oh my god, this is amazing storytelling.
Yeah.
But to anyone else, it's like, what just happened?
Well, yeah.
Why is that guy? Because
If
Max
I was watching
Caster,
Powerhouse
MJF
Hobbs and
situation
Miro Showcase,
backstage, you had to know that they freaking trained in the same school years and years ago before they became wrestlers to know why they were interacting.
Yeah. No, I do get
No
that.
one knows that.
No, but this is where I think.
But Dynamite for me was my favorite last.
But what
night
would you say
on
was like?
television.
You're saying,
But
what
NXT was good. Still.
but as a show or as a wrestling?
For me, Dynamite's both, but NXT was really good.
See, I think
So
AEW would have took it on the wrestling,
yeah,
but as a show, as a like the segments, the fun factor, the Undertaker, I thought the show was this NXT show was better. Wrestling better was in Dynamite.
I was disappointed with the way Edge didn't get his full entrance as well.
Yeah.
Just came out. I was like, oh, I was looking forward to his entrance.
But then, on both nights, like some of the biggest segments that come out of Dynamite were some of the biggest ratings from Dynamite was the actual segments, not the wrestling.
And then you know what? That's the disappointing part, isn't it?
Yeah, because people were,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe not even our generation, because we're all in our 30s. I think like the younger generation, like the 18, maybe they've gone a bit more like
Clickbait.
they want the storylines. They don't want the. I think people will struggle watching the Bryan Danielson and Swerve. I've loved it personally, but
Yeah.
I think a younger generation, like say Liam Gamer, would I think he would sit there and watch that match for 20 minutes and enjoy it? Probably not. He'd probably get bored after 5 minutes. Would he like some crazy shit like Adam Cole mowing someone's lawn? He'd probably enjoy that more.
I did.
And I think that is why things like that get higher ratings in the show.
I loved last week's one as well with the scooter and you they're scooting around the house. It's
See,
great.
It was fun.
another really good segment on Dynamite was after the Hangman Adam Page
This
and
is why I couldn't
Jay White
understand things.
you know that segment after that when Jay White and MJF thing was going on, that was really good because, and I think it was good because you got MJF chucked into there, and he's just fucking gold on the mic, and he gets really emotionally invested into what he's doing. I think it's great.
But why did he walk off?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because surely he should get so angry that he just tries and beats up 3 heels.
Do MJF.
Well, he's obviously following.
That was another one of my negatives I haven't brought up.
Yeah. And
Because
when
he
did
shouldn't have just walked off.
And when did MJF become so bothered about the crowd things?
Oh, he's
this is where the character.
this is the whole storyline.
That's what I don't like. I
He's
hate
basically
this.
Adam Cole has brought out his
Oh, mate, no.
friendship and side.
This is
and
what
things.
made MJF the most specialist thing on that microphone to Roddy Piper because he stood out.
He's still good on the mic though. He's still very good.
If Roddy Piper come out and it's like, yeah, he's good on the mic. It's just, don't like it.
Yeah. See, I'd
rather he went up to a baby in the audience and slapped it and give it a kiss on the forehead.
This is the different. This is why we're all so different on what we like.
Yeah.
I'm loving what with MJF what he's doing right now. I'm loving it.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
if I with Dynamite though, the wrestling quality, because we're wrestling fans, we like watching the matches.
Well, I'm hoping what this
Loved it.
Dynamite has
Loved it.
done is people have obviously watched it after they watched NXT. I'm hoping what it does is bring more viewers for next Wednesday's Dynamite when they're not against NXT.
But like you said, Terry, this is a great opportunity for them to be able to see what's going to happen next week. See if Dynamite are going to up their game.
And they need to continue the momentum.
I hate to say this, but I think they're slowly dying quick.
AEW.
They're quickly dying. Yeah. And I don't want that. I want AEW to do well. Honestly, next week, when you see the ratings, I think they're going to be quite low. Again.
Do you feel with Adam Copeland going there, Tony Khan was expecting a bigger draw from that?
Adam Copeland's is bloody over. Like I said, he's the loudest pop I've ever seen wrestling. I think people's just had enough of Tony Khan's shit.
This, do you know what? So,
Yeah,
well,
this
he's
is
acting
where
like a
he needs to
twat.
he needs to get back to being consistent and not have people like Punk ruin everything, and just
He
concentrate
needs to grow
on his
s-
storylines. Don't concentrate on what's happening elsewhere. Just
Yeah,
focus on your own show. Make it good.
they got the talent. It's proven they got the bloody talent. They got young talent.
Well, like Impact's doing, they're sorting themselves out, and now
Yeah.
they're starting to gain a bit of momentum again. If,
I just,
if Tony does that,
unfortunately,
and
I
stop
just see him going the same way.
tweeting random things. If you, Jesus Christ,
oh
And
man,
this is what makes it worse because we never had this back in the day.
yeah, that's the problem.
But do you know what? It's the same. It's the same legacy as WCW and AEW and WCW, TNA, and now we've got AEW. And do you know what? They never learn. They all go down the same route. WCW was great. TNA was great. AEW was great. Yeah. But they get all these over 45-year-old WWE stars and they push them to the moon and they forget about their homegrown talents.
Because WWE's smart. They're like, we're just going to take your best ones when you fuck it up.
Yeah. You know,
But at least WWE will be around forever, so we'll have something to watch.
yeah, I just feel
And
like,
I hope AEW sorts themselves out.
I just hope AEW don't do the same as TNA and WCW. And unfortunately, I see them doing the exact same route. Try chucking multiple programs out there, signing up wrestlers that are over the age of like 45, and they're forgetting about their young talents. I mean, I know Sam's not a fan, but like Ricky Starks, like I see potential in him. Swerve, potential in him.
Definitely.
There's a few there I see a lot of potential with, but I feel like who are they going to give the opportunity to more? Ricky Starks or Edge? Adam Copeland. Who's going to be more likely going to be the champion out of them? Be Adam Copeland. There's someone like Ricky Starks would be like, do you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to get appreciated for my talents.
Well, we'll see.
And he'd go to another company, WWE or something. They make him a mega star. And they could probably get a good 10, 15 years out of him. Adam Copeland, what are you going to get out of him? Year and a half? 2 years max?
was he signed for 3 years?
I don't know. I don't think it's been disclosed.
Oh right.
I'm hoping though they use Adam Copeland to get over people like Swerve.
Yeah,
and
this is what I'm hoping.
that's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
I can see Edge, Adam Copeland, and Christian.
I hope so.
They will get their one last moment at WWE. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
They will. But they're going to do what they can in AEW, which is great. I'm loving it. I think it's fantastic.
Didn't Christian just sign a 4-year deal though?
4-year deal.
He renewed his contract recently.
Yeah, 2-year deal that was.
Or was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm wondering whether it all kind of ties in with what Adam's doing.
Well,
but
Hall of Fame for Christian after his run here, I reckon.
he's well overdue it, mate. Well overdue.
So that was the Wars.
That was the
Let us know what you thought.
Tuesday Night Wars. That was interesting. Don't get me wrong; it wasn't as comical or as ridiculous as one of our
No, because
episodes.
I feel like we're all just so passionate about this.
Yeah,
on
we
our
are.
own, on our own levels. Like, obviously, we all got different opinions. We're all passionate about this. And if anything could become of this, is that they all not learn, but they all up their games.
Yeah.
But, you know, like we said, like on a Tuesday, over 1 million people tuned in to wrestling.
1.4.
And that's amazing in this day and age.
That's great. Yeah.
So hopefully next week, you know, both shows are together again.
I hope so.
Hopefully.
So, are we going to end on that note?
We are.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's cool seeing the Undertaker coming out of American Badass. I always love that.
Yeah, see, I'm one of the American Badass fans. as
Oh,
well.
Yeah,
yeah.
me too. Yeah.
You prefer that or Rollins, or you're going to pay?
Oh, rolling.
Keep
Roll.
on rolling.
You're a Seth Rollins, isn't it?
I prefer Limp Bizkit Rolling.
I like that one, yeah.
I think Limp Bizkit's great, but I don't know. I like the American Badass song.
The Kid Rock one
Yeah.
for me. The thing is, that's when he debuted as the American Badass. It was the Kid Rock American Badass song.
Are you scared?
He's here.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. That.
Yeah, like for me, as you know, it's Attitude Era.
I had an American Badass Undertaker shirt. It was the first wrestling shirt I got. I bought it in Yeovil.
Really?
I can remember it. I was like, I want that, Mum. And she got it for me. I was like, oh my God, she's actually let me have something wrestling.
I want that one.
It's my favorite shirt for
No,
years.
that one.
I don't know what happened to it.
Like it. I want that. What Kane one?
Yeah.
So,
There wasn't a Kane shirt there. If there was, that would have got.
Oh, VIPs. Swerve, Brian Danielson, Bron Breakker.
do you know what? Yeah, 100% agree.
They're your 3 VIPs of the Wars.
Mm.
And yeah, maybe Kamala Hayes. Let's go for 4, 2 of each.
Yeah. No, interesting show. It was good. It was good. I'm very, very interested to see what happens next week.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Rock on.
you haven't seen The Last of Us tonight on the TDS Wrestling Show in about
For a shorter episode.
much shorter episode. In about 10 minutes, we'll be live again. Episode 67.
But uncensored.
And a very
Thoughts?
uncensored fucking
Well,
hell.
done
On
for 69.
Fastlane. Vroom!
Fast lane.
Did you like that when they were doing the whole
No.
No.
vroom,
Oh,
vroom,
no.
vroom, vroom, vroom?
Pissed me right off.
Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. Tune in for our Fastlane episode.
We're going to review and rip a new asshole in that son of a bitch. You've been listening to Darren Bloody. No.
DDC.
Oh, me.
Sorry, no.
DDC.
Bang.
Yeah.
Terry Bloody Bang. No, that's
What?
you.
Bing.
Bing, yes.
Yeah.
Terry Bing Johnson.
Oh.
When everybody's saying it.
Uh,
TDS. Yeah.
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
I'm Sam Watson. I
You
like
did it
wrestling.
again.
You've been listening and watching to the TDS Wrestling Show. Tune in 10 minutes' time where we'll be reviewing Fastlane 2023. Thank you, everybody.
Bang.
And shut the fuck up, Darren. See you later on.